Salutations, my name is Drunker, and today we are back with another episode of Crave Saga. That is right, we are going to be reading through one of the past events called Parent and Child Bond. That's right, this is the third event, and it's been a hot minute since I last read an event. The last one was Off Blaze, but it was divided into two parts, so... it was a pretty cool event. Maybe did not really set my expectations, but you know. Anyway. So, not that one. So, the full title is called Parent-Child Bond, what's that? The Doskoi Warrior Training. So, I'm not sure what this event's all about, but it does feature characters like Kinta, Ash, Fubuki, Sergio, Kabutafel. Yeah. So this is gonna be a very obscure event, and honestly, Crave Saga events are really interesting to me because I never really paid attention to them, but they really have very interesting premises, and they do feel like events, honestly. So yeah. Anyway, let us proceed. Let me just check my mic. Not gonna lie, I'm having a bit of some difficulties with my mic, especially with the quality, but oh well. So let us proceed to Kinta and Ash. What the hell? Who are those people? By the way, all of these events have to be read before chapter 5. I'm just reading this really early because it's gonna be too much of a hassle to read them after chapter 5. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit boring, so I decided to just do some of the events early. So yeah. Alright, let me see my mic. Okay, this is called Kinta and Ash. There's a village known as Oyaman. It is a small village with no particularly appealing attributes outside of its abundance of local food. It had a relaxed atmosphere, which was suiting to those who passed through it. It was home to a restaurant run by a single man. The shop master's name was Ash. Ash was incredibly powerful. There were countless stories about his superhuman strength. There was even one about how he moved a gigantic tree blocking a road to the side of all by himself. Ash was also capable of carrying heavy loads, which would usually take several men to carry. Though there were rumors about him using his superhuman strength in mischievous ways in the past, Ash seemed in no way like that now, and was a truly gentle and kind man. He was well respected by the other villagers, and there were many who relied on him. And this is the story of what unfolded on one such day. Oh, that's Ash. Ash, I was hoping I could ask you something, but do you have a moment? What is it? Something else you'd like me to carry? No, this strange kid just appeared, you see. What do you mean? Sounds like you're saying he's not from this village or something. That's right, he seemed to have wandered in, and he's alone, without anyone escorting him. There are lots of monsters outside. No child should be able to make it here on their own. That's what I thought at first too, but you'll understand when you see for yourself. What do you mean? It'd be easier if you just saw him. Please, come this way. Got it. As perplexed as Ash was, he followed after the villager. Ash's eyes then opened widely in surprise at the odd spectacle before him. Hiya! Jigoro? Whoa! This unknown little boy has sent a fully grown man flying. What's with this kid? What superhuman strength he has? Yeah, he surprised everyone. Seems he just showed up and started forcing everyone to grapple with him. He was facing kids in his own size in the beginning, but they were just no match for him. Before long, adults started taking him on too, but even they weren't any match for him. What a state. At this rate, I'll doubt this will end until he sent every last villager flying. Seems like quite a problem, child. Understood. I'll take care of it. I mean, him. We beg you, Ash. Ash stood before the boy at the request of the villagers, who were left with no other choice. I'll take you on. Come at me. Let's see what you've got. Here I come. Take this. The child charged straight for it. Ash was ready to take him head on. The boy was clearly more muscular than any adult. However, I can't move. It's like I'm wrestling a boulder or something. What's the matter? You done already? Damn it! This shouldn't be possible. So light, not carrying anything at all, are ya? That just makes you all the easier to just flick away like this. Here. Ah! It was surprising how easily the young boy was sent flying. Yay! That's our ass. You're so cool, Mr. Ash. No one is a match for you. The villagers crowded around Ash, singing his praises. Meanwhile, the young boy... amazing! The sparkle in his eyes now carried a new meaning. Oh. I am Kinta. From this point forward, I am dedicated to beating you. From that point forward, the boy who called himself Kinta would challenge Ash on a daily basis. As bewildered as this made Ash, the two began a curious coexistence with each other, with the boy helping out at the restaurant. Time continued to pass by. Alright, this is called Hotbot and Muscleman. And we are with the group. I'm exhausted. Why don't we take a break in this village here? What do you think, Master? Yeah, a break sounds good. I'm starving anyway. Then food it is. Wonder if we can expect to find anything tasty in a village so deep in the mountains though. Yeah, I'm sure a small village such as this has local specialty dishes and regional cuisine. I'm looking forward to trying any food they've got that's only available there. This village is called Oyaman. Or Yamaan. Or, yeah. They likely have good shops and delicious foods considering I'm sure they get travelers often. Oyamaan specialities, huh? I'm looking forward to it, Master. Let's just ask someone from the village right away, Kun. Right. Excuse me, we were just traveling though. Oh, must have been quite the journey. Let me welcome you. Thank you, we're all pretty hungry, but are there any specialty foods here in Oyamaan? Then I recommend you try the Oya-chan pot Ash has at his place. Is Ash the guy who runs the shop? And what's in this Oya-chan pot? Ash runs the best restaurant in this village, and the Oya-chan pot is his signature dish. Even all of us go for Oya-chan pot at Ash's restaurant. I see, but what kind of dish is it exactly? It's a big, nutritionally balanced pot of boiled meats and vegetables. Quite a delicious, hearty soup. Only Ash knows the details on what seasonings he uses in this broth. But anyway, it's delicious. You can eat it every day and not tire of it. Having come all the way to Oyamaan, you just have to try Ash's Oya-chan pot. It's meaningless to come to Oyamaan without doing so. Oh, sounds like it has quite the reputation. Looks like we won't be disappointed. Looks like we know what we're having for lunch, everyone. Yeah! I knew it. Allow me to show you the way. Ash's restaurant is this way. Led by the kind villager, the group headed for Ash's restaurant. However... Huh? Temporarily closed? Even the villager was taken aback. Kun and the gang couldn't help but feel discouraged. So they're not open today, huh? How outrageous of this restaurant to disappoint Master like this! It Can't be helped, X. Now take your hand off your blade. How unfortunate. I was really looking forward to it. That's strange. Wonder if Ash is okay. What's the matter? I mean, Ash is a very serious man. He's always sure to tell even us when the restaurant is going to be closed. Seems he didn't tell you this time though. That's right. He almost never closes shop so suddenly without notice like this. I wonder if he's taking ill or something serious like that. I just hope he hasn't gotten caught up in some kind of trouble. Excuse me, is Ash here? Oh, doesn't look like it's locked. Wonder if it's okay for us to go inside. I'll go in first. Ash, are you here? This is not the first time they broke into our closed restaurant, by the way. And this is the third event. Golly. Kun and the gang followed after the villager into the restaurant. They then found a man in back with his head hung low, as if he were depressed. Ash, there you are. Please say something. Sorry, we're not open today. So you're Mr. Ash. What happened? Who are you? Kun summarized the journey they were on. Wow, didn't realize what an impressive group you all were. That is right, we are impressive, aren't we? Mr. Ash, if there's something troubling you, maybe you could let us help you out. Call me Ash, Kun. Ash arched his brow in discomfort and began explaining little by little. There was a young man named Kinta who was an employee of Ash, helping him to run the shop. Given the many years they lived together, to Ash, Kinta was less of an employee and more like family. However, recently, something had happened. Hey, who the hell made this pot? There's hair in it! Is this place okay with putting out pots with hair in them? My apologies. I'll get you a new one right away. Forget it. I've lost my appetite, and I'm not gonna pay for this. Right, that is fine. I'm sorry, I truly am. Ash bowed before the enraged first-time customer as he apologized. The customer then went to leave without paying as he said he would, but a man stood in his way. Wait, mister! Huh? What's with this guy? I am Kinta. I help out at this restaurant. What's a grunt like you opening his mouth for? Well, it's just strange. This hair is the same color as your own, is it not? Well, you're just throwing around false accusations, huh? I'm gonna have to beat your ass. Stop! Don't lay a hand on him, Kinta. I'm truly sorry. You didn't pay anything, so please be on your way. Tuh, no problem. I can't wait to get out of here, out of this terrible quality restaurant anyway. The rude customer kicked a chair as he left the shop. Why'd you stop me, Ash? We should have kicked that guy's ass, you know. Kinta, I'm happy you're upset on behalf of the restaurant. No, it's not like that at all. I thought you were the strongest man out there as far as I knew. So how could you act as weak and subservient as you did? You're not telling me you've become as weak as someone like the likes of him, are you? That's not the person I'm after. It gives me no reason to be here. See ya. Wow. Wait, Kinta. My goodness, you are... No wonder he left. You keep saying his name wrong. Where are you going? But Ash's call to stop him was in vain, as Kinta ran off somewhere. Kinta said when he first came to this village that he wanted to fight the strongest of men. Then after losing to me, he started admiring me. Seems he's become completely disillusioned with me. I'm sure he's now once more wandering again looking for strong men. Searching for strong opponents in it, and it of itself isn't a bad thing at all. However, it isn't okay taking it to the point where can just hurt those important to you. Isn't that right, Master? Sure is, X. Seeing Ash with his head hung low, at a loss for words, it was almost like... Oh no. He's a parent whose kid left home. I feel kinda bad for him. Wonder if there's anything we can do about this. Right, I couldn't bear just leaving him like this. I will follow you wherever you go, Master. He's like someone whose lover stopped caring for them. What? But it does seem a little different from that. But we can't leave him just be. Having someone you live with for so long just up and leave like that. That's right. I think it's best that Ash and Kinta talk this out a little more. Talking things over in order to come to an understanding is a strength of you humans. Hi my, looks like we'll be playing the part of mediator again. But Orto, we won't be able to eat Ash's Oya-chan pot if we don't find a solution to this, will we? Then we must fix this immediately. You seem to be in a rare form. But do you have any clue where Kinta may have gone, Ash? No, I can't think of anything. Either way, Kinta loves testing his strength by grappling with people. I used to be the top guy around here, so if he's searching elsewhere... Speaking of which, wasn't Fubuki's dojo in a town nearby? Fubuki? Who's that? Fubuki's the head of a martial arts dojo, but as for what sort of martial arts... I don't know if you'd call it grappling, it's more like sumo wrestling, I'd say. Sumo? I've never heard of that before. More precisely put, it's Fubuki-style jujitsu. Not surprised you've never heard of it. But I won't be at all surprised if Kinta hadn't caught wind of it somewhere. Let's go, Ash. Kinta might be there. Let's go and tell him how you really feel, Ash. Understood. Please take me there. Okay, this is called Reunion with Fubuki. Alright, we're here. Fubuki's dojo should be somewhere in this town. Been a while since I've been to the city. I wonder if Kinta really did make his way all the way here. It's not a stretch to think that strong men would gather in such a big town as this. There's definitely a chance he's heard rumors about Fubuki. He really is strong and all. Let's head straight for Fubuki's dojo. No, Master. There's no need for that. X? But why? Because Fubuki is over there. Fubuki could be seen struggling along in the direction X pointed to. Is that Fubuki? The group raced over to Fubuki. What's the matter, Fubuki? You seem to be injured. Lord Kun, how embarrassing for you to have to see me like this. I can't believe someone like you could be in such a state. Get attacked by some sort of demon or angel? No. The guy I faced was a young human man. No way! How could you lose, Fubuki? I can't believe it! I thought he was just looking to throw down in my dojo, but he had such unimaginable strength. Kinta! He did call himself that. Are you an acquaintance of his? Ash explained everything that had happened. I see. So that is what happened. But how, Fubuki? With that awakened power of yours, surely even the strongest men pose no threat to you. It would be disgraceful of just me to use my divine power against someone other than a soulmate. I wanted to face him using only the skills I have cultivated as a true martial artist. Having lost was just proof that I haven't been diligently enough in my training. No need to punish yourself like that, Fubuki. Your determination is admirable. Besides, X, who was admiring Fubuki, Shmuel stood there scratching his face. Suppressing your own power and losing because of that is not something which humans can understand. Humans sometimes make irrational conclusions for the sake of their own beliefs. I see. I guess that must be true, if you're the one saying it. After buying bandages and medications to treat Fubuki, the group got rooms at an inn nearby. My goodness, y'all's money. You guys gotta be rich. Oh, sorry. Allow me to treat you, and I apologize for the trouble my Kinta caused you. I just didn't train enough. There's nothing for you to worry about. Even still, I feel so very sorry for what has transpired. Ash bowed in apology as earnestly administered aid. He looked like a parent apologizing for their own child's misdeeds.
By the way, what happened to Kinta after you fought him?
After beating me, he seemed to relish for a while in his victory. He's always like that. He loves grappling and always has that look of ecstasy in his eyes after a fight. So he likes it that much. I'm kind of envious of how intensely he throws himself into things like that. He's always like that, neglecting everything else. Even having him help me at the restaurant was just a substitute for going head to head with him. Look of ecstasy. So it must just feel that good for him throwing himself at things like that, huh? It feels good when you and I throw our bodies at each other as well, Master. What the heck?
That's not at all what he meant by that, you know. So what happened after that?
He went looking again for the next strongest man. He asked if I knew of anyone. And as for someone around here as strong as, if not stronger than me, I could only think of one person. I see, Sergio. Not true who that is.
He runs a church and an orphanage up a little further from here, didn't he?
A church? He doesn't intend on wrestling a priest, does he? He's a strong warrior. You'll understand once you meet him. Kinta just left a short while ago. You might be able to catch up to him if you were to leave now. Thanks, Fubuki. We'll go and see. The group said their thanks and then headed immediately for Sergio's village. This is Sergio's village, right? The group was surprised at what they saw after following Kinta to the village where Sergio's church was. The area was bustling as if some sort of festival was taking place. It's my first time coming to this village, but it's not always like this, right? This place is usually much more laid back.
Everyone seems to be having fun.
Please keep your wits about you, Master.
What's the matter? Something happened?
Kun, maybe we should ask what's going on, don't you think?
That's right.
Excuse me, what's the cause for all of this celebration? Don't tell me you came all this way without having a clue. That's Sergio. It would appear he suddenly decided to hold a special match.
But is that really cause for this many people to pack themselves in like this?
This amount of people definitely wouldn't have gathered normally for a special match. But he's got an interesting opponent this time. A mysterious stranger who seemingly beat Fubuki. Oh, seems word really did travel fast, huh?
I mean, he did just appear out of nowhere and beat Fubuki straight away after all.
That's Kinta. He's causing so much trouble. It's Sergio, the famed wrestler, against the mysteriously powerful boy who appeared like a comet. Of course, any and all pro wrestling fans would come to watch a special match like this. Excitement grew among those gathered as everyone is seemingly excited about the match. Looks like things are getting quite out of hand. But it's still much speak with Kinta. Kun, mind taking me to where the match will be taking place? Sure, let's go, Ash. Pushing aside the crowd, they made their way to Sergio's gym where the ring was. There was a ring at the center of where everyone was gathered. There, other than the referee, stood two men facing each other.
How fun! I never wrestled in such a magnificent ring as this before.
Sucked in by the atmosphere of this place, are we, boy? I guess it must be quite stimulating to a kid like you, knowing as little of the world as you do.
Shut up! What's wrong with that? And that has nothing to do with wrestling anyway, does it? All I care about is being given the best match possible.
I must admit, I admire your spirit, boy. However, there's absolutely no way that I, the world's strongest, will fall to you. The level of excitement in the venue was at its peak. Anyway, enough of this. Ref, let's get this training started. Just as he instructed the referee to ring the gong. Kinta, why did you leave?
Oh, Ash! Why are you here? Kinta, you still have afternoon preparations to make. Do you intend on abandoning the restaurant? I don't care about that. That restaurant means nothing to me. All I want to do is wrestle with strong people. Besides, you become so weak as of late, Ash. If it's dissatisfaction you've been feeling this whole time, why didn't you talk to me sooner? Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Shut up! I have no interest in weaklings like yourself. Kinta spat out his words as if trying to thrust him aside, but they were followed by feelings of sorrow and loss. It would appear something is going on here. This cannot be allowed in the ring. You prepared, boy? Heh, now we're talking. The match finally began. Ugh, yeah! Kinta charged forth in his signature style. Sergio took him head on. The crowd erupted. Their cheers were so loud they could bust a person's eardrums. Kinta's giving it all he's got, trying to hold him down by force. What terrific power he has! He's not even been divinely awoken! I just can't believe it! Is he really human? I can't believe what I'm seeing. Master, he's still no match for me. Amazing! This is beyond what I was expecting. But Sergio was able to hold him back, even without using his divine power. Hahaha! Not bad, boy. I didn't think you would hold out this long. You haven't seen anything yet. I'm gonna knock you out of the ring. Kinta continued pushing forward as they locked arms. Sergio tried to hold his footing, but sadly, he kept getting pushed back. Magnificent! I must confess, boy, you're above me when it comes to pure strength. It would seem the rumors of you knocking Fubuki out were true. You should be proud. You better not be giving up. I'm still gonna be tossing you out of here. Ah! Kinta took tossing position, but there was still no change in Sergio's composed expression. How naive. You can't beat me, Sergio, through brute force alone. Ha 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 ha! Ah? Whoa! That moment, Kinta suddenly found himself floating in the air as if he'd gone weightless. And before he knew it, Kinta had been tossed outside of the ring. Wow! Bro, whoa! So they couldn't recreate the glass breaking in Chapter 3, but dang, this one bang! As he soared magnificently through the air, the cheers from the crowd grew to their climax. Amazing! What just happened? What a truly splendid and beautiful throwing technique. Sergio, your power skills are first class, but you can't beat me. Kinta, are you okay? Kinta was full of spirit as he returned to the ring, but his eyes, they sparkled not with bitterness, but with hope. That was an incredibly good match! His eyes looked the same as they did long ago when he had faced off against Ash. I want to beat you, but what can I do to get stronger? He was filled with pleasure from having fought someone so strong and finding a new objective. Kinta, his cheeks flushed and his eyes sparkling, looked up at Sergio as he stood in the ring. You said you want to beat me. You got centuries to go, rookie. But you are quite the muscly one. There's a chance if you can lift the legendary rock in the woods nearby that only the strongest can carry. Bah ha ha ha! A legendary rock in a nearby forest, huh? Alright, I'm for sure gonna show you and lift that rock. And by doing so, I'll be able to wrestle even better than ever before. Hope you will indulge me again when that happens, Sergio. Sure, do come again. Kinta attempted to leave the venue as quickly as he could. Oh, wait! Kinta! But as if he hadn't heard Ash, Kinta ran off without looking back. Kinta, you think nothing of me any longer, don't you? Ash's soldiers hung sorrowfully. Ash, Kinta just had a new goal, is all. I don't think he's necessarily forgotten you or anything. Thank you for trying to comfort me, Kun. But I really am a good for nothing. I'm pitiful. That's not true. Anyway, let's chase after Kinta. We can talk to him after we catch up to him. Yeah, you're right. But what exactly should I even say to him? Kun patted Ash on the shoulder as he sat there worrying. This is the forest Kinta was headed for, isn't it? Yes, should be. Kinta, where the hell did you go? Doesn't seem like such a deep forest. Surely we'll find something soon, Ash. Thanks. I hope so. He should be headed for the legendary rock said to be deep in these woods. We should keep moving, right? Master, as hard as it is to see, we don't know what this forest may hold. Please be careful. Right. Thanks, X. Alright, let's go. The group headed deeper into the forest, keeping an eye on their surroundings. Rah! What was that voice? Huh, here! That was Kinta's roar. I can hear it just up ahead. Let's go! The group raced in the direction from which they heard the manly roar coming. Then soon came across a small clearing. A large and strangely intimidating rock stood before them. Why won't you budge at all? Kinta, you're really trying. So that's the legendary rock, huh? It is pretty big, but I can't believe even Kinta's superhuman strength can't make it budge. Well, Kinta once did move a rock of that size long ago. How strange. Maybe it's heavier than it looks, or maybe again. Master, I can feel a divine power coming from that rock. Eh? From the rock? It's like a secret, torn long ago from the original God King, having crystallized after such a long time. It might take the form of a tool with people near it, or remain in its natural primitive form. In other words, there's plenty to suggest this rock could be in fact be a sacred. Very well then, wanna try and touch it, Kun? Sure. Kun got near to the rock. Kinta, excuse me. What's with you? You're not trying to challenge me to a wrestling match or something, are ya? No, I have no interest in taking you on as you are now, Kinta. Then what is it? You gonna try and lift this rock or something? Stop! There's no way a pipsqueak like yourself could ever lift this rock up. I have no intention of picking it up. I just want to try touching it, is all. There might be someone in there after all. Huh? What are you saying? Kinta tilted his head, watching Kun as he touched the rock from the corner of his eye. I can feel it. That divine power. That sleeping will. Here we go. Divine Bond Awakening. Afjellermin. Whoa! So bright! Kinta and Ash were surprised by their first awakening, covering their eyes. The light finally subsided, and a form appeared. Wow. What the heck? Ah, that was quite a nap. I am Kabutafel. Who was it exactly who awoken me? Eh? Who is this guy? The rock disappeared and now a person appeared. Is this the work of the master that I've been hearing about? I cannot believe it. We'll put off explaining all this to Kinta and Ash as they seem too astonished right now. Kun drew closer to the sacred, who called himself Kabutafel. I am the Master Kun. Nice to meet you. Ah, so it was you, huh? You dickhead, you! Huh? Why are you mad? I wanted to sleep a little longer. But you had to force me awake. You're trying to keep me from sleeping. Well, sorry, I guess. Are you apologizing, Master? It was completely fine for you to awaken him. That's right. You didn't do anything wrong, Master. Hey, you Kabutafero, was it? What's with you now? It's me you're talking to. The name's Kabutafel. Kabuta, it may be a secret, but on top of defying the Master, what do you intend to do by just sleeping all day? Even lazy people have their limits, you know. How about you say something? Now's not the time for sleeping! X is really sticking it to him. What's gonna happen now? This guy does seem pretty strong after all.
There really are a lot of different sacreds out there, aren't there?
Hey, wait! What the hell exactly is going on with this guy? With the rock gone, I can't get stronger. I can no longer take part in the greatest of wrestling matches. How do you intend on making this up to me?
Sorry, I get that. I didn't mean for this to happen.
But you did. I'm gonna have to kick your ass.
Stop it, Kinta. Don't let yourself get out of hand. I won't let you lay a hand on Master.
My. It's getting noisier and noisier around here, isn't it? I don't mind it being so lively, however.
Heh, it's noisy as a festival. As everyone continued chatting, Kabutafel yelled out,
You're all being so loud. How am I supposed to enjoy my nap in peace? I want to sleep a little longer. Please be quiet.
Kabutafel then laid once more down on the ground. He seemed determined to sleep.
Master, do something.
Got it. Being glared at that by Orto, Kun approached Kabutafel. Sorry to interrupt your nap, Kabutafel. The world's in quite a bad state right now. And we need the help of every sacred we can get. We even enlisted the help of quite a few sacreds up until this point. Would you mind lending a hand as well?
I don't care. I'm going back to sleep. Do not bother me.
He then began snoring loudly. This isn't gonna work. This secret is gonna be hard to deal with on a whole nother level compared to the others before.
Hey you! Give me back that rock! I need to be able to pick that rock up if I want to get strong enough for another shot at Sergio.
Kinta, are you still going on about that?
Shut up! This has nothing to do with you, Ash, you weakling!
Kinta.
Anyway, bring it back! I need that guy to be a rock! So unreasonable! Almost like a child! But is it even possible to return a sacred back to their original form once they've been awakened? I don't know. Even if we could, we shouldn't. We need every single sacred we've awakened to fight alongside us.
We should just leave this guy, Master. I'm enough for you.
No, we need to get Kabutafel on our side.
You say that, but...
Turn him back into a rock. I can't beat Sergio unless I'm able to pick him up. I mean, if you're just gonna keep saying that, then you should just pick him up like he is now.
Oh, maybe you're right.
I wasn't really being serious about that.
Kinta was swayed by Hakuma's nonchalant comment, and so he approached Kabutafel. He then took a solid stance and tried to pick him up.
Huh? Yeah! Yeah? What the?
Oh, he's lifting him up. He wasn't able to move him as a rock, but he was able to lift Kabutafel after having transformed.
But he feels heavier than when he was a rock.
Even for Kinta, a man of unparalleled strength was giving it all he had. However, this seemed to light a fire in Kinta's eyes.
That's it! If I keep lifting Kabuta and training like this, there's no doubt I'll get stronger. Just you wait, Sergio. We're gonna wrestle once more, but this time, I'm gonna win. Didn't I tell you all to try and keep it down? But I didn't do anything wrong, did I? It's much easier to sleep in my arms than it is on the cold, hard ground, isn't it? Now that you mention it, your body does feel pretty warm. Feels like I could sleep pleasantly.
Kabutafel then let his body fall limp against Kinta.
Oh, you feel even heavier now. But it's a good kind of heavy. Alright, time to get stronger.
Kinta started doing squats and bunny hops carrying Kabutafel on his back.
Seems the two of them have come to a mutual understanding.
As Master and the group stood there, wondering what they could do, Ash stood up as if to say he was tired of waiting. Kinta, how long do you intend on continuing this behavior?
Ash!
I get that you want to become stronger, but it's getting late. Let's head home. I'll even make you an Oya-chan pot.
An Oya-chan pot, huh?
Kinta was shook. It looked like it wasn't the Oya-chan pot, but his life with Ash that crossed his mind. Having spent so many years together, they were pretty much family. It'd be impossible to think that Kinta would ever be able to forget the taste of those Oya-chan pots. But Kinta shook his head.
You're weak, Ash, putting yourself even below such nobodies and now trying to butter me up. I have no interest in hearing what someone as weak as you have to say anymore.
Kinta,
Go alone if you're going home. I no longer have any reason to be with you, as weak as you are, Ash.
How could you? Ash's shoulders dropped in disappointment. Everyone is at a loss for words. An uncomfortable silence descended upon them, and not a single person there was aware of the countless shadows creeping toward them.
Here! Wah!
Kinta continued his reckless training, carrying Kabutafel on his back.
I've gotten used to the weight, really starting to get those gains.
He continued doing squats, bunny hops, and push-ups even more aggressively than before. Amazing. I'm amazed at how well you're able to move considering all that weight you're carrying, Kinta.
This is not the time to be admiring him. Do something about this.
It's easy to just say that. You can really see those muscles pop. Even though Kinta has a nice body in the first place, he's really putting up those muscles to work. That's it. You're doing it. You're so cool.
Do you really think this is the time to be cheering him on?
I won't be beaten. Hakuma, get on my back.
That's a no. Who's gonna cling on to your back anyway? He didn't say anything about having you cling to him, did he? Kabu, don't use my words against me. It was just a figure of speech.
Hi, Mai. You're all as lively as ever, aren't you? Sorry for the way my Kinta is behaving. Don't worry about it. Even Kabutafel, who is helping out with Kinta's special training, is fast asleep after all. Kabutafel rested on Kinta's back, snoring with his mouth open as Kinta continued his training.
I know he said he likes sleeping, but this is ridiculous.
You say that, but not even Kabutafel sleeps as much as... Unable to finish his sentence, Shmuel's eyes opened wide as if he'd noticed something. Shmuel? Oh no! How did I not see this coming?
What is the matter, Shmuel?
We're surrounded! This isn't good! Prepare yourselves!
Master, and your friends too. Prepare yourselves!
What's with all these demons? Please get back, Master! This is dangerous!
They're behind the trees, and even up in the air. We're completely surrounded! They must have sniffed out that we awoke a sacred. Look how many of them there are. We mustn't take them lightly or they'll get a leg up on us.
All these monsters are demons, huh? How interesting.
I've never wrestled a demon before. I'm gonna give it a try.
Kinta, you fool! Stand down! You're no match for them!
Same goes for you, Ash. Please stand back. I get that you two are far stronger than normal people, but you stand no chance against these demons.
Stay between us. Stay between us all so you're easier to protect.
Protect? You're protecting me? That's what you just said, right?
Kinta, restrain yourselves. Those demons are too much for you. There's so many of them. Brace yourself, everyone. Sorry.
Here they come. Time for all you to die.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Alright, we got him. But look!
Not yet. Keep up with the attack until we've killed them all. Damn, there's no end to them. How many of these damn demons are there? There are too many of them. We're outnumbered. We cannot show weakness. They aren't that strong if we take them one by one, right?
Tch, maybe there's a powerful move we can use to wipe them all out at once. Wait, with such a powerful attack, Ash and Kinta, who can't withstand divine power, might get caught in it. Then what should we do? At this rate,
just keep this up. Surely our path to victory will reveal itself.
But if we just had a few more allies...
I'll do it. There's no way I can resist wrestling such strong opponents.
Wait, Kinta, you're more likely to get in the way. Kinta charged directly at the demons, not paying any attention at all to what Ash said.
Here! What's with this guy? Kinta's signature charge, its humanely power, was effective even against demons. Or so he thought. Get out of the way, human! Move! Whoa! But instead, Kinta was blown aside just like some ordinary nobody. Kinta! Oh no! They got Kinta! Someone needs to save him! But there are so many enemies! Can anyone get to Kinta? This isn't good! Tossed aside, Kinta tried to catch himself, but unable to handle the force, he tumbled to the ground. What power they have? They tossed me aside like trash! He had bruises all over. Even Kinta, as proud of his own strength as he was in bad shape. This was the difference between humans and demons, an insurmountable gap in power. That's not fair! This isn't wrestling or anything even close to it! Die, you pitiful human! That demon looks like it's about to take out Kinta! Isn't someone gonna go and save him? We can't get past this wall of demons! There's no way to get close! Oh my goodness, let me check. Okay, good. Run! Get out of there, Kinta! Shut up! Shit, my body hurts so bad, I couldn't move even if I wanted to. You're finished! Sha! Kinta shut his eyes, thinking this would be it. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Another human! Ash? Ash tackled the demon, sending it flying. I won't forgive you for laying your hands on Kinta! Ah! Ash stood in front of the demons in order to protect Kinta. Kinta gasped as he looked up at his massive back. Ash! It's okay, Kinta. I will protect you. Do not get in our way, weakling! But the demons attacked, hoping to drown out Ash's enthusiasm. Ah! Ash! I still got plenty in me! I don't know why they're not awakening seriously. If you wish to die that badly, then we will start by killing you first. Die, die, die! Ugh! Ash took the brunt of the demon's attack, which knocked him to the ground. Oh no! He's like a punching bag to them! Someone needs to go and save him! I'm still standing. Come at me! What's with this guy? How is he standing up again? The demons were bewildered. Even the strongest of humans couldn't bear a demon attack. Kinta proved that. Nevertheless, Ash kept getting up time and time again. The attacks were effective. Ash took damage with each hit, growing more and more worn out. But he kept getting back up, time and time again. No matter what, as many times as it took. Ash! Why are you going so far to protect me? I wonder. Ordinary days spent together with Kinta flashed into Ash's mind. The passionate boy who suddenly appeared in his village. Even Ash was irritated by the daily challenges to wrestle. But then one day, after he had fed Oya-chan pot to him after wrestling. Delicious! I've never had something so tasty as this before. Kinta was moved as he spoke, an innocent smile coming across his face. It seems he began to change from that point forward. If you help me out at the restaurant, you can have this every day. Seriously? Then I'm in. You're only getting what's left over though. That's fine. You're so strong, Ash, and your food is so good. I couldn't ask for more. That is where his curious life with Kinta began. It wasn't like everything went perfectly though. A lot of problems did occur. Kinta, you idiot! What are you thinking? Challenging a campaigning aristocrat to a wrestling match? But I heard he was really strong. Try putting yourself in my position, having to apologize to them like that. But why would you even apologize to someone like that when you're even stronger than him? Kinta had caused him trouble like this countless times, but not all his memories of Kinta revolved around wrestling. Kinta had also cared for Ash when he fell ill, in his own clumsy way. Get better soon, Ash. You might be able to win if you were to face me as I am now. You dummy, I wouldn't feel happy beating you unless you were in peak condition. I'll just have to hurry up and get better so we can wrestle. Gotta make up for today. He recalled those warm days, the days a clumsy man and a clumsy boy spent supporting one another. Before Ash knew it, Kinta became an irreplaceable presence to him. Which is why no matter how many times he was punched around and knocked down, Ash would always stand tall. He was protecting what he treasured. I won't let you lay a hand on him! My son! Ash! A single tear rolled gently down Kinta's cheek. Kinta also realized the true nature of his feelings towards Ash. What figure he has? Is this guy really human? Even the demons flinched at Ash's fiery spirit. Kun, now! I'll cut as a path, Master! Please go, Kun. Now's your chance to shine, Master. You can tell, can't you, Kun? This power's for you. Yeah, this power. It's the power to protect. It's the same as Ash. Advancing above along the path cut forth for him by his allies, Kun leapt out in front of Ash. I'll get exactly how you feel, Ash. Kun. Divine Bond Awakening. Afhjellermien. I don't know what he's doing. The man then stood up to protect his son. Whoa! Yeah! He's so strong. Ash, you're like a whole different person. How magnificent! Ash is so powerful. What a wonderful display, Ash. Humans really are capable of anything, aren't they? It's the strength of Ash's feelings. But there are still many enemies left. Now isn't the time for merrymaking. No flinching. Surround them. Aim for the weak ones. Whoa, they're on us again. Kinta. Huh. Ah. So fast. That was quick. I won't let you lay a finger on my Kinta, you filthy demon. Ash. Ash's combat ability had clearly and dramatically increased. However, his true strength didn't lie in his desire to attack the enemy, but instead to protect Kinta. It was a feat only capable for a parent wanting to protect their child. Come at me if you wish to die! Don't be so full of yourselves! Ah! Whoa! So strong! I can't believe how powerful you are, Ash! What do you think, Kinta? Seeing Ash now, do you still think he's weak? And I'm also not just talking about his strength, of course. Isn't it the Ash's desire to so desperately protect you what makes him truly strong? Kinta exhaled. A regretful look then came across his face. I'm not strong at all! Ash, that strong old man back of his, is just so massive and out of reach! I want to become a truly strong man like that, and I'm not just talking about his power. Kun, please! I don't want to just be protected. I want to fight alongside the old man. I've seen that of him before, but oh well. Well said, Kinta. Let's clear a path. Everyone, Kun, you head for Kinta. Right, on your way, Kun. Please go ahead, Kun. Now it's your chance, Master. Do your thing, Kun. Thanks, everyone. Kun's allies wrenched open a path towards a herd of demons. Kun then raced directly through it. Kinta! Kun! With great power comes great responsibility. Are you ready? I know, and I mean, to be honest, I didn't know before. I was blessed with abnormal power, but still, I've only ever used it for my own sake. And Ash was always telling me that there wasn't the right way to use my power. But now, I know. Strength is meant to be used to protect what is important to you. I want to protect Ash too. Please, Kun. Yeah, let's fight together, Kinta. Kun grabbed Kinta's hand, gripping it briefly but strongly as it chanted. Divine Bond Awakening, Afhjellermien. There was a dazzling flash of light, followed by a surge of divine power. The demons recoiled at the manifestation of this overwhelming power. Come to me, whoever wants to get blown away first. Kinta, just look at you. Do not be intimidated. We will dispose of this master and his friends without fail. The last judgment was the demons' war too, and those who didn't side with them were their enemies. What a nap. Kabutafel. Did he really sleep through all that fighting just now? Not sure if he has a screw loose or if he's just that ballsy. Must have been absolutely knocked out. No, I wasn't deep asleep or anything. I may have been nodding off, but I heard everything around me. Kinta, was it? I admire your conviction in staying you wanted to protect to fight others. Yeah, though hearing that said back to me is a little embarrassing. Ash, you two look very cool as well, taking all those beatings you did in order to protect Kinta. Yeah, any parent would done so. You're all pretty strong, and I must admit you have true strength. Enough to move even a rock such as myself. You mean, let's do this. I'll act as your reinforcements. Oh, that will be a great boost to our fighting power. Seems we're no longer outnumbered. You pitiful demons, allow us to read your last rites. You're gonna regret ever laying a hand on us. Kinta, Ash, you two ready? Yeah, let's fight together. Kinta and Ash stood against a horde of demons. Our bond as family is strong. If you think you can break it, come and give it a shot. Around a day had passed since the sacred Kabutafel's awakening, which was followed by the demon attack. The group had returned to Oyamaan village once more, where this whole thing started. But now, there was a certain event which was taking place here. Sorry, Sergio. I feel bad having to come out at a place as remote as this. No problem, boy. The kids from the church were happy to go on a trip for the first time in so long. Lord Sergio, do your best. Sergio raised his hands in response to the children's carefree cheers. I'm looking forward to a revenge match between these two as well. Though this really should have taken place in Sergio's ring like it did before. Exactly. Revenge matches can be quite the spectacle. I'm sure people would have gone wild. All that spectators are friends, which makes this feel less like a match and more like a mock battle. Seems like it's what Kinta wanted. Isn't that right, Ash? Kinta and I had spent a lot of time grappling here in Oyamaan's ring. It seems he thought this was the place he wanted to prove that he had become stronger. Kinta's grown a lot, hasn't he, Master? He's a dedicated son after all, that Kinta. Please, you're embarrassing me. Ash scratched his cheek as if he were feeling bashful. Enough of this moving tales. You're already assuming that you've beaten me. You think you'll be able to prove how strong you are, even after another loss? You're trying to say I'm gonna lose, are you? I put it clearly, your strength last time was nothing to write home about. You relied on sheer force. And the reason you beat Fubuki was that he was taken by surprise by that, I'm sure. But I know Fubuki wouldn't have fallen behind had he known of your superhuman strength beforehand. Isn't that right, Fubuki? You think so too, right? I have no intention of making any excuses. A square as always. Sergio, you're talking quite a lot this time, aren't you? You're that afraid of how strong I've become? An explosive pulse of divine power shook the air and ground. So, you've awakened after all. However, I too have been awakened. That puts on in even terms, boy. Sergio released his divine power once more. A torrent of incredible power emanated from the ring as the pair stared each other down. These two seem quite spirited, don't they, Master? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised whichever of them wins. I'm excited to see who comes out on top. I'll serve as referee. The rules are simple. If you're knocked down or out of the ring, you lose. The use of weapons is also approved. However, shots to the vitals and the inflicting of irrecoverable damage is forbidden. The two of you ready? Yeah! Whenever you're ready. Let the battle begin! Hurrah! Kinta launched a quick attack coming down from above as is his specialty. Too slow. But Sergio nimbly outmaneuvered him with his skillful footwork. You left your body open. No, you don't. The force pierced deep into the ground, causing it to shake and crack. Now, I got you! Seeing Sergio flinch from the shock in the corner of his eye, Kinta advanced to catch him off guard. Don't get carried away. Champion belt, grant me your strength! The golden champion belt wrapped around Sergio's abdomen began to shine. What's that? Oh! The light from the belt formed an aura, wrapping it entirely around Sergio, and then... Take this, dessert nose! Whoa! Sergio, wrapped in a golden aura, activated a power many times stronger than usual. This put Kinta in a tough spot, having no choice but to take him on head to head. What's the matter? Gonna rely solely on defense, boy? His power, his skills, and the way he fights, he's above me in every way. Amazing, Lord Sergio, but that Kinta's a hard nut to crack, so do give it your all. There's a reason he's such a famous wrestler. He has not just divine power, but excellent strategy too. He fights like a man who has seen a lot of action. Lord Sergio, do your best. Drop kick. Whoa! Kinta was on guard, however he suddenly found himself being pushed to the end of the ring. Oh, Kinta! This isn't good. Looks like it'll be over soon if this keeps up. Ash, don't you think now is when he needs your support most? No, he's fine. Ash was incredibly calm despite the face his kid was in such a pinch. Their eyes meet, the son pushed into a corner, and his powerful father exchanged glances. Old man! Don't give up, Kinta. I believe in you. Yeah. Ooh! At the very last second, Kinta unleashed a spirited counterattack. What? I need to guard! Sergio instantly took up a defensive stance. His reaction was almost supernatural. However... Kinta's true strength lay neither in his tactics nor his throwing technique. It lies in his God-given superhuman power. Take this! Sergio's feet lifted off the ground. Kinta's push had sent Sergio flying. Oh no! Sergio fell to the ground with a thump. His feet were ever so slightly outside of the ring. Everyone watched in awe as this legendary event unfolded before their eyes. Ash, the referee, made his declaration. The fight is over. Kinta's the victor. Whoa! I did it! Kinta jumped into the air as the crowd of spectators cheered. Everyone in the group was incredibly excited. You've grown so much. I don't even recognize you, Kinta. Sergio, why are you acting totally different from how you were just a second ago? I am still a man of the church, after all. That you are, now that I think about it. Hey you, don't let this go to your head. That's right, you just lucked out and won this time is all. Sorry, Lord Sergio, it's because I got sick yesterday. Caring for me all night must have exhausted you. Hey, you weren't up all night, were you? It is true I lost, but given my pride as a champion, it's no more than a trivial issue. More importantly, I'm glad your fever broke. Sergio gently embraced the child. Nothing makes me happier than raising these kids to be big and healthy. And I'm just happy they're all doing well today. Ah! Lord Sergio! Lord Sergio! The children gathered around Sergio, frantically clinging to him. Sergio then once again embraced the adorable children. I see. You're fighting to protect something as well. So it's the same for you, you're saying. I see. So you didn't just awaken. I was wondering what it was that had changed you. Kinta and Sergio then gazed in Ash's direction. Couldn't look back in front of the old man. Hehe. Kinta bashfully scratched just beneath his nose. Overcome with emotion, Ash embraced him with tears in his eyes. Kinta, you cared so much for me. Everyone's looking. Stop it, old man. You're embarrassing me. Everyone around chuckled at the heartwarming scene playing out before them. Ash hugged Kinta tightly as his cheeks grew flushed, and he thrashed about, not letting him go. It's the Oya-chan pot we were wishing for. I'll get you a serving master. Wait, X. I've already prepared Kun's serving. Be sure to leave some for me.
Don't worry, I made a lot.
Love how lively this place is. Wish it was like this for all our meals.
You've got that right, Gabu. This lively atmosphere is so pleasant. Alright everyone, let's dig in.
Okay.
The match over, everyone was now eating away at the hot pot. Or rather, they were taking part in what had become a merry feast. At that moment, an image of a large fish was suddenly raised up into the sky. Huh? Oh! It wasn't just one, but many. It was like these fish were swimming down the blue sky. But each fish was of a different type, with no one similar to another. Hey Ash, what exactly are those? They're a tradition here in this village. This time of year, people fly pictures of fish in the sky to pray for their children's health and safety. Oh! It reminds me of the carp streamers we have in my world.
What an intriguing custom, but why fish in the sky?
Oh, that's a tale as old as time. There was once long ago a child in this village who was very weak. Nor normal food or medicine were enough to help him improve at all. The kid's parents then started catching loads of fish that are difficult to catch here and fed them to him. This not only brought him back to health, but it even said he became the strongest in the village.
I see. How interesting.
Yep, you all want to try drawing some fish? We can fly them together. Then I guess we'll have to take you up on your offer.
Yay! I want to draw pictures of fish too! I want to fly cool looking fish up in the sky!
I will draw a fish to pray for you to stay healthy, Master. Hakuma, let's see who can draw the best picture.
Why are you involving me? Still, if we're gonna do this, then there's no way I'm losing. I want to try too! Let's do one together, Shmuel.
Sounds interesting. I'll try one as well.
Go! And in the meantime, I'll be having me more of this Oya-chan pot.
Old man, think I could join too? Kenta, that's rare of you. You've never once took part in this even before, have you?
Up until now, I thought praying for your family's health and all that was just for the weak. But now, I think I want to do it together with you.
Kenta. Not interested, old man? You dummy. Of course I am. I've always wanted to give it a try with you after all. Hehe, thanks old man. I'm glad for the two of you. Well then, what kind of fish should we draw? We can pick whatever we like. Oh, then how about a carp?
A carp? What's that?
Why do you want to go with that? There's an interesting legend regarding this fish in my world. The gateway to success. It's a well-known folklore. It's about a carp which swims up a river, climbing all the way to the top before it becomes a dragon.
So I see. Sounds like the perfect fish for someone wishing to become stronger.
Interesting. Would you mind describing this carp to us? Kun conveyed how carps looked, even drawing some himself at times. Kenta and Ash took from that in drawing a large carp in their own way. In the end, both of them were covered in paint. Even still, the two were filled with a sense of accomplishment when they raised it into the sky. We did it, old man! Oh, Kenta! The pair taking joy in one another was the truest example of family. Alright! That is it for parent and child bond. Actually was not what I expected, but okay. Well, this is the section where we will be reviewing the event. It's just first impression, so there's no numerical rating. I think this event was alright, but to be honest, I think it was kinda meh compared to the other events. It was a pretty standard parent-child event, and the ending was pretty predictable in the end, so I think, there's a lack of uniqueness in this event, so I think I'll be, in terms of, like, execution, I'd say that it could have been more, but I don't know what else to add in. Maybe a bit of, like, I feel like the event was a bit rushed, so I think that's a problem. I think in terms of execution, I think in terms of the dialogue, there were some inconsistencies as well. Some of the characters didn't really. There was a few like spelling errors, but then there were also some points where the dialogue was a bit too difficult to to interpret. So yeah, story and structure, I think honestly it's a bit basic. Like, I wish it was a bit more unique other than flashback and memory, but again, this was a product of its time, so can't really say that for sure. But in terms of everything that I've seen so far, I think I'm just gonna give this a 5.4 out of 10. This event was okay, it just was not the level that I expected. Honestly, the other events were a lot more interesting than this, so yeah. So, 5.4 out of 10, at least for my first impression. So yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching Crave Saga. So I think next episode is definitely gonna be the Republic of Styria one because I just read through an event. Honestly, after chapter 5, I will be reading the rest of the events so that you know. And then it's probably gonna be another one of those monthly situation things. So yeah. So anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all whenever. Bye bye.